How long do you really want me to sit and do nothing? Said, how long do you really want me to sit and do nothing? That was my impression of Stephen Hawking. Ha ha ha. AIDS. You take a negative white blood cell. You take a positive white blood cell. You look at the elemental structure of the negative white blood cell. Compare it to the elemental structure of the positive white blood cell. You find out what element is missing from the positive white blood cell and replace the missing element, you see. Simple. Compare the negative to the positive on an elemental scale. You find out what element is missing from the positive, and you replace the missing element. Anyway, I'm about to lose my home soon, so I'm going to get thrown out soon. I'm going to have to move somewhere else and start again. I don't really want to start again. Honest to God, I really do not want to start again. I just spent fucking 23 years there, you've heard the story, But it's nice. The council are very lucky. Do you know they can these people who are making these decisions who are going to knock down my flat, they can go home at night, can't they? They can actually go home at night and sleep comfy in their beds, can't they? Yeah? They can go home and sleep comfy in the bed knowing that their home is safe, knowing that they're happy and they're comfy in their living rooms and the dining rooms and whatever, kitchens, and they go home at night and sleep in their comfy beds and think to themselves, well, I've got a roof over my head. Now I'm fucking worrying because they want to knock down Queensway House. I know I keep going on about it. I'm robbing the day again. You've heard of robbing the day, but I'm a bit pissed off because I was finding it very hard to sleep at night, to be honest. How would you feel, right, if you had to go to bed, if you went to bed, right, every night, and someone whispering in your ear, we're going to knock down your house? That's a good one, I like that. How would you feel? How would you honestly feel as a human being, right? So let's imagine, right? Let's imagine for a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Is that better? But I don't know. I don't put it up there, whatever. I don't like these new light bulbs that shine. I could put it up here, maybe that might be better. Got a little lamp thing here. Is that better? Yeah, that's a bit weird. How would you feel, honestly, right? If every time, if you were a little piggy, let's imagine if you were a little piggy, for instance. Yeah, let's get comfy. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had nice roast beef. Sorry, let's start again. This little piggy went to market. My sister. That's the thumb. The thumb. This little piggy stayed at home. That's Jim. So my thumb's Jack. My finger's Jim. So let's start again. Jackie. This little piggy went to market. My thumb. Our thumb. Big sister, actually. This little piggy stayed at home. That'll be Jim. You see. This little piggy had nice roast beef. That'll be Rob. This little piggy had none. That's me. And this little piggy went wee 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 all the way home. That's Don. I know Mummy said don't talk about the family, but I've only got 5 fingers. Mum. About the family, Mum. I've only got 5 fingers, Mum. I only got 5 fingers. Jackie, Jim, Rob, me, Don. 5 fingers. 4 jacks. 5 fingers, 4 jacks. Put that out. Anyway, yes, airplane cards. I was talking about something. Yeah, I'm a bit stoned tonight. Yes, I am smoking marijuana, Mum. I'm sorry about that, but no, I'm not sorry about that. Enjoy. But I was talking about, yeah, how would you feel, honestly? I mean, really, really, really. How do you feel if I came round to your house and I knocked on your house? Well, actually, imagine Queensway House as a vertical street, right? Queensway House. That's where I live. Number 50, actually. Queensway House, that's where I live. Imagine if Queensway House was a vertical street, right? At the bottom of the street, you've got the Citizens Advice Bureau and all that. And then you've got the flats up above, where everybody lives comfortably, hopefully. But I mean, you complain too much, they're going to kick you out anyway. I'm really upset about all of this relocation shit. I have just spent 23 fucking years. I'm really, really comfy in my house. Don't get me wrong. I'm in my paradise in my home. In my home, I'm in my paradise, right? But how would you feel, right? How would you honestly feel if I came round to your house, right? And I said to you, right, how long have you lived in your house? You say, well, 40 years or 40 years. Your house is old now. What? Your house is too old to live in. Because you lived in it for 40 years. House is too old to live in. I've lived in it for 26 years. I think Queensway House must be about 1960 something. It's on the wall outside. Before I got 1963 or 1964, something like that. So it's about 50. No, it might have been a bit more before that. 50 something years old. But I'm 53 years old and I'm 23. But I fell in love with Queensway House when I moved in here. Which was 23 years ago. So it's sort of like I've come in love with it, you know. Because it was only about 30 years old when I moved here. Now, when I moved here, that was 1998. So that was 32 years. 97 I moved. No, but in 96 I think I moved up here. I was actually about 30 years old when I moved up here. I was honestly about 30 years old when I moved up here. So, I mean, obviously the building is getting old, but so am I. So obviously the building is getting old, but so am I. I'm getting older too. You know, the building may be 58. I'm 50 fucking 3 or whatever. I'm still in love with it. I don't want to move. I love it here. But we've got to fix the fucking tiles. What we've got to do with Queensway House is fix the fucking tiles on the floor. We've got to fucking concrete, smooth over, fix the cracks in the tiles. All you've got to do is fix the cracks in the tiles. We've all got cracks, man. Fucking hell. When I'm 90, I'll probably look like John Pertwee or something, you know. game. I know. And the point is, right, okay, you'll fix the cracks on the floor quite easily, very easily, for less than £100 quid a floor. I reckon you could fucking resurface each floor for less than £100 for Queensway House. You could resurface every floor for less than £100. And then maybe put carpet, fireproof carpet, or yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit of fireproof carpet on the floor. That would cost a few quid, but not a lot really, when you consider it. And in case of fire, like I keep saying, and I'll keep on saying, you have a fire extinguisher on every floor of Queensway House. Instead of a fire warden, a fire extinguisher on every floor of Queensway House, with an alarm belt around it, you see. People say, what about vandals who are going to set their fire alarms? Don't be a pessimist, you fucking cunt. If you have an alarm bell, now let me be honest, right? You're saying, oh, but if you put a fire extinguisher on every floor, you're going to get vandals fucking knocking it down or fucking trying to fucking, they're trying to fucking, I feel like Dracula with a candle here. Kind of like Dracula with a candle. But if you get fucking fire extinguishers, you'll get fucking you'll get fucking vandals ripping them out and don't be stupid. Don't be so fucking stupid. This is a secured building. Queensway House is a secured building. The only way anyone can get into Queensway House is by pressing the door receiver or the door receiver sort of thing. Right? I won't hear about the other one. But the point is, if you have an extinguisher on every floor of Queensway House, right? A fire extinguisher, every floor of Queensway House, in the hall, just one fire extinguisher on every floor of Queensway House, with an alarm belt around it. You see, what you do is you put the fire extinguisher in the hall, and you put an alarm belt around the fire extinguisher. Quite a simple device. So that if anyone picks up the fire extinguisher, the alarm bell rings, you see. As soon as someone takes out the fire extinguisher, an alarm bell rings, you see. I'm sure you already have them. So that as soon as someone touches the fire extinguisher, or, sort of tries to move it, you'd have to open the belt on Velcro, obviously, or something. Yeah, Velcro probably do the job. But alarm it. So if someone opens it to get the fire extinguisher out, crack glass, in emergency, break glass kind of thing. Then, So in emergency, use hammer, break glass. In emergency, use hammer, break glass. But no, what you do is you have an alarmed belt, so that you open the belt and it goes ding-a-ling-a-ling, 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 ding-a-ling-a-ling. Then all the neighbours will hear a ding-a-ling-a-ling, won't you? Everybody on that floor, if the alarm bell rings when you get the fire extinguisher, you'd hear a ding-a-ling-a-ling. So everybody runs out onto the floor because there's a fire. Now, if it's a vandal or someone trying to, do a bit nasty, trying to do a joke or whatever, people would run onto the floor and they would see the bloke or girl who's trying to fucking nick the fire extinguisher or whatever, wouldn't you? You'd catch them in the act, because you have a camera on every floor already. So we already have a camera on every floor. But the point is, you'd catch them on camera, but also you'd notice them on the stairwell. So that that argument falls apart, doesn't it? About you were saying on this when I suggested earlier about the fire extinguishers in case there's a fire in the tower block. You don't need a fire warden. A fire extinguisher, literally a fire extinguisher on every floor, with an alarm bell on it. So that if you open it, it goes ding-a-ling-a-ling, and then you're going to get caught if you're nicking it or whatever. So, I mean, that argument falls apart, doesn't it? Because it would be for safety's sake. If there is a fire, great. You want the alarm bell to ring, don't you? If there is a real fire in the tower block, you would want the alarm bell to ring, wouldn't you? So then you open the fire. If there's a real fire in the hall, you open the fire, you open the belt, it goes ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling light, so that you know there's a real fire, yeah? So then you get the fire extinguisher and you try to put out the fire. And there's still this ding-a-ling-a-ling, which is great, because it would also alert the fire brigade instantly. It would instantly alert the fire brigade as well if you had a ding-a-ling-a-ling, wouldn't it? I mean, if you had a real fire in your hall or whatever, and you had to get a fire extinguisher, they are in the hall. There's fire extinguisher. You're not likely to get a fire in the hall because it's made out of concrete. The concrete does not burn. Look at Did you know Grenfell Towers is still standing, isn't it? So Grenfell fucking Towers is still standing. At the moment, it's covered in a green sack. You know, it didn't take them long to... what's it called? Clad. It didn't take long to cover up the building after the fire. I think that's why I got banned from Queensway House, actually, apparently. Well, it might be apparently that I was actually using your words. But apparently, yeah, but actually, they've covered up Grenfell with a green sack or something. Well, they're going to... Now, haven't they? It didn't take them long to cover it up after the fire. After the fire, you put a green sack, a green cover over it. Why? Are you ashamed of what you've done? You should be ashamed of what you've done. Grenfell Towers burnt down 2 years ago. Burnt to ashes, wasn't it? Yeah, not exactly. It was the cladding that burnt in Grenfell first. Obviously, it caught fire with the rest of the flat, and the flats all burnt out. And I think 82 people died that night or something. I'm not quite sure of the number. I could check up in the table, but I think about 80 fucking people died in that flat. Grenfell flat. And I remember one woman, I think she actually threw her baby out of the window. If I remember that night correctly, Grenfell. I think she actually had to throw her baby out of the windows. One woman. And they were burning to death. 80 fucking people in Grenfell just burnt to death. Can you imagine who was actually living in Grenfell Towers? Now, that's an interesting idea for Netflix. Netflix, a TV series, a series. Who was living in Grenfell Towers when it burnt down? The whole block burnt down, didn't it? Well, it didn't burn down exactly, because I think the concrete is still there. But the actual sort of homes. How many homes were destroyed? How many people lost their televisions, their videos, their history, their photographs? When Grenfell Towers burnt down, let's talk about it. When Grenfell Towers burnt down, how many people lost everything they did? Their pictures, their photographs, their televisions, their computers and all that. Yeah, all the material stuff. But what about memories like photographs and films, whatever they've done with their lives? Art, maybe. How many artists died that night? How much artwork was just reduced to ashes in a single night? It was a Thursday, wasn't it, Grenfell? I think it was a Thursday. I think we should remember Grenfell every Thursday. I think that'd be a good idea if you want to get religious. Grenfell Towers burnt down on a Thursday evening. How many artists had paintings on their walls? How many poets had writing in their pages? How many filmmakers had videos destroyed in the fire? That sort of terrifies me. Actually, the police already know me, by the way. About my films, the police have already seen every VHS film. Fisher Eames, 4 months after it, isn't it? But I'm glad, because 4 months the police watched everything I've ever done for 4 months. And you know what the police did? They gave them all back to me. Gave everything back to me. But now the council are threatening to move me out of Queensway House. Now the council are threatening to move me out of Queensway House, so I start again somewhere else. But I don't want to start again, Fisher. Right, let's be honest. The police know exactly where I live, yeah? The police know me exactly, yeah? William Joseph Bailey. Yeah? William Joseph Bailey, 50 Queensway House, yeah? The police know me absolutely. They have watched every single VHS film I have ever made. Unfortunately, I still have a TV, and I still have my analog TV, and I still have my VHS as well. But the police watched everything I've done about, everything. 1998 till I suppose that's about 9 years of my life. The police watched it all anyway. In 2007, sort of thing. So I mean, so you accuse me of being anything you like, if you like, because I'm not. You get it? Watch any of my films, please. But the point is, I've built my life up here, you know. I've been here for 23 years, and I've got a film studio. I've got my office, my fucking comfy chairs, my fucking paradise, my fucking heaven up here. Not yours, obviously. You know. And you would have throw everything I've done away. You want me to start again. You keep doing this to me, man, don't you? You want me to start again? Hold on. 2007. You fucking busted me, accused me of being a paedophile, didn't you? In 2007 you accused me of being a paedophile. Yeah. Police watched every film and they gave every film back, right? So then in 2012 when my sister died, actually, when Jackie died, 2012, that's when you said you have no choice, you have to go digital. That's when you said you have no choice. You have no choice, you have to go digital. You cannot have your video anymore, you cannot have your analog. That was 2012. You said you cannot have your analog television anymore, you've got to go digital, you've got to fucking change TV and all that shit. And billions of TVs. I'm going to paint a picture actually. That'd be a good picture actually, the televisions. Have you done it? No, I haven't, I've just done it. But anyway, yeah. And and you destroyed the video VHS in 2012 totally. And you totally destroyed the record player. And almost. And you destroyed all the records. I don't like CDs, to be honest. I prefer a record player to a compact disc. I still prefer a record to a compact disc because it's easy to find. If you make things too small, you make them difficult to find, you know. But anyway, it's your way. But the point is, I'm trying to save my home tonight, and this is clever technology, and I do think your technology is really clever. But I'm really fucking upset because I really don't want to move again and start again somewhere else. Fuck it. Queensway. If I had £1 million, I'd buy the block. I'd buy the fucking tower block if I had any money. Swear to God, if I had the money, I'd fucking buy the block. I'd buy Queensway House, the entire block, if I had any money. And then I could let people live here for nothing. I could let my mates live here for nothing if I owned the block. But I ain't got no money, I'm not a rich man. But if I had £1 million, I'd buy the block. And then I could say, fuck it, I want to stay here. This is my office, my home, my life, where I live with my friends. And have a fucking excellent time, 24 hours a fucking day. And now you want me to move and go somewhere else and start again. And then, I'm really fucking pissed off, man. Don't get me wrong. And don't say, I'm not going to fucking pretend to be happy. Well, I'm trying. Mum actually said to me, right, try not to think about it, try not to worry about it, right? That's what Mummy said to me. Try not to worry about it, right? Try not to think about it. I'm thinking to myself, no, I can't. I can't not think about it. It's the only thing I'm fucking thinking about, Mum. And there's nothing I can fucking think about. It's my home. I've lived here for 23 years. Hopefully another 50. So hopefully for another 50 years or so. But I've lived here for 53 years. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I've just fucking got myself really comfortable, right? I've got nice leather armchairs. Lovely leather armchairs. Lovely fucking city. Lovely fucking sofa. Fucking excellent fucking ward, cupboards and all that. And pictures everywhere. Films to watch. It's my film studio. It's my office. It's my home. It's my total fucking home. I'm 5 minutes away from work. Right? Postman Billy. Posty Billy. I'm Postman Billy. I'm quite silly. I'm Postman Billy. I'm Postman Billy. I'm really quite silly. I'm really pissed off with you. I said, I'm Postman Billy. I'm really quite silly. I'm really pissed off with you. Anyway, I was thinking to myself, what planet are you living? I was hoping to live on this planet, you see. I'm about 1 billion years old or so.